Welcome everyone to our booth here at ReaperCon. I'm going to give you a little bit of a booth tour. It's the first time we're doing this, so each year we do a convention. The setup kind of changes a little bit. We'll start with the Lunar display over here, which is always a fan favorite. Then we have the display cabinet. Usually we bring a couple of these, but this time we just brought one. We've got some Luna, some Hamamatsu minis. This is the point of sale area. The crate that Connor built, put lights in the front. It's pretty cool. If you know these racks, you've seen videos about them in the past. Connor built them, he custom built all these. And really it allows us to pre-stage all the stock. So shout out to Tracy, who typically does all of that for us. So here we have all of the Hamamatsu stuff. We have some of the MDF terrain here. We have Breacher, Night Thirst, Violent Dark, Don't Look Back, and then we've kind of grouped the minis for them above the books. Luna actually is taking up the most amount of space this year. This is like the Corey Sullivan world over here. We've got Sega, and then Mobile Arms. And then rounding it off over here is our friends at Spectre Miniatures, who they're joining us as like a bit of a guest, and we gave them a bit of space here. They brought some stock with them, and it's honestly, they're a UK-based company. It's super rare for them to be able to come to a US convention, so we're really excited to have them here. So yeah, this is like, I forget the size, maybe Media Mac can put the official size of the booth down below. Yeah, this is where we'll be for the next few days at ReaperCon. All right, I'm gonna ask Steve something. What's your favorite part about ReaperCon?
Favorite part?
Yeah.
I just like American cons. They're really fun. It's a really different vibe to the UK ones. Yeah.
What's the biggest difference, do you think? If you can pick one.
They're always multiple days, a lot more casual. The UK ones are like quite hectic, so everyone is like rushing to the stands to get there, get what they want. But it seems to be a lot more like just chill environment, I think.
Do you think that the gamers are different here in the States versus the UK conventions?
Yeah, it's been quite interesting with the variety of games. So like games I've never heard of before. And there's no like 40k or Warhammer, which is cool.
That's one of the biggest differences from a person that's literally from England.
Literally.
Who are you?
My name is Ethan.
You playtest like every one of our games, right?
Everything except for Sega, yeah.
Which is the game that you have played the most?
Either Breacher or Hamamatsu.
Which one's better, do you think?
Can't answer that question. I think Matt or Doug would kill me.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've seen at ReaperCon so far, do you think?
There's a guy walking around with no shoes on yesterday.
That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird.
It's nice to finally be able to point people to like, you have options, you have choice, you have the ability to construct literally your own experience. And the reason why we parted things out with, between the various mechs and having the rules separate is to allow for that freedom of choice. I feel like we're treading on a lot of relatively unknown ground. It's a little scary, but it's really exciting.
You hang out on our Discord a lot, right?
Yeah.
Which is your most used channel in the Discord, do you reckon?
Most used channel. I'm not actually sure. I use all of them equally. I'm very equal opportunity Discord.
When I go to another convention, it's hustle and bustle. It's really what's the new kind of thing, and it feels like when I come here to Reaper, I'm talking to people about paint stuff and like looking at unique things, and there's new things to see in a place where I feel like I've seen everything.
It's like MVP playtester.
That's why Doug gave me the platinum status.
Okay, yeah, dude's got platinum status here at Blackside, so you heard it here first. So if there's rules errors, you can blame this guy.
Wait a minute. I mean, I tried to prove it, yeah.
An issue at conventions is always that the light isn't good. Like, it's not meant for showrooms or retail. You think of a store, it's very well lit. You think of a convention where normally, like, you'd be eating a dinner or having an event or banquet, and the lighting is meant for casual conversation, which isn't great for products. So normally, we just have these things. We have a bank of these lights. It allows you to like, oh, this is a little dark. Put that thing right there, and it just lightens up a little bit. Turbo Dork Greg, it's pretty tight with Game Envy that makes these Lucent lights. And I actually have one of these that I use, it's a painting light. It's one that I use for my painting setup. And he started using them to display his booth. And I said, hey, can I borrow this for a second? And I put it over a rack and I turned it on and was like, shoot, yeah, these are nice. So some features here. First off, this is your normal lighting. Gives it a little bit of brightness going on. Something like this over here, a little demonstration right there. And boom. Just a little bit nicer, a little bit brighter, a little bit better of a feel. The ends of it can also fold up. So for things like our banner, makes a little pop right there. There's different color temperatures as well. I like that one, as well as brightnesses. So 1, 2, 3. Over here, very bright, lots of bright, very, very bright, not so bright. Right there, very functional. And it just gives our space a little bit more brightness, a little bit more friendliness, a little bit easier to see something like a model. This versus this. Oh, I don't know. We're always trying to make our stuff look a little bit better.
You know, we're like an e-commerce business. We sell online, that's what we do. And then when we come to conventions, it's a different type of sales. You know, really it's about meeting people and selling and running demos and all that kind of stuff. And these are all things that we don't normally do day to day. And it's really nice to like meet new customers. So many people will just like come up to the booth and they'll be like, I've never heard of you guys before. ReaperCon is in Denton, which is also just north of Dallas. It's about, how long did it take you, Matt, to drive here?
A little over 2 hours.
A little over 2 hours for me and Matt to drive from Waco to Denton. So it's not that bad. For a day trip, it's super doable. For us, I live in Dallas. It's like 30 minutes from my house. But I stay up here in Denton. We get an Airbnb and hang out. But yeah, that's our booth tour.